you ever had that moment, that little shot of panic when you know a file is on your phone, but it's just gone? Vanished into some digital black hole? Well, today we're diving into why that happens. Why the whole file folder system we've used for decades is fundamentally broken, and what on earth we can do about it.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start by staring into that digital black hole. Then, we'll explore a totally new way of thinking about organization. We'll get practical and break down something called the para method, but we'll also talk about where even that can get messy. And we'll wrap up by looking at how you can become the engineer of your own digital life. All right, first up, the digital black hole. It's a strange paradox, isn't it? You've got a phone with more storage than a supercomputer from the 90s, literally half a terabyte of space, yet finding a single simple PDF can feel like an impossible mission.
I mean, just stop and think about that question for a second. It is a bizarre and kind of frustrating reality of modern life. We would rather go back to Google, search for the thing all over again, and re-download it than spend 30 seconds looking on our own device. How did we get here?
And this slide, well, this gets right to the heart of the matter. On one hand, you've got this device with perfect, massive, flawless storage. And on the other, you have our very human, very fallible memory. The technology relies on us to remember everything, and that's the fundamental disconnect.
See, the issue isn't really about which app you're using. It doesn't matter if it's the default Files app or some power user tool. The design itself has a massive structural flaw. It's basically a digital library, and it forces you to be the librarian. You have to remember not just the weird system-generated name of a file, but also the exact digital shelf you put it on 6 months ago. It's a system built for a computer's logic, not for the way our brains actually work. And this quote right here just shows you how the problem can get even deeper. The operating systems themselves can actually add to the chaos. For instance, recent Android updates, which were supposedly for our privacy, have made it even harder for us to manage our own files. So you get this feeling that you're losing control over your own stuff.
So if the old library model is failing us, what's the alternative? Well, instead of looking for a better library, what if we built a workshop? It's time to completely shift our thinking from being a librarian to being a craftsman.
And here is the big shift. The old way organizes everything by what it is. This is a photo, this is a document, this is a song. But the new way organizes information by what you need to do with it. Think about it. A workshop isn't organized by wood and metal. It's organized by the tools and materials you need for the project that's sitting right there on your workbench. This brings us to a really simple but incredibly powerful framework. It's designed by a productivity expert named Tiago Forte, and it's called PARA. It's a whole system designed for action, not for just storing things.
First up, P stands for projects. These are the things that are on your front burner, the stuff you're wrestling with right now. Finish that Q3 report. Plan my summer vacation. They all have a clear goal and, most importantly, a finish line. All the files you need for them go right here. Easy. Next up, A is for areas. Now, these are the big, ongoing responsibilities in your life. Things like finances, health, or home maintenance. They don't really have an end date, right? They're just parts of your life that you need to manage continuously. Then we get to R, which stands for resources. This is basically your own personal reference library, your curiosity cabinet. It's for all those topics you're interested in. Articles on productivity, recipes you want to try someday, cool coding snippets. It's all the stuff that isn't tied to an active project right now, but you think, hey, I might want that later. And finally, the second A is for archives. This is mission control for tidiness. When a project is done or an area of your life is no longer relevant, you just move everything here. It's not deleted, it's just put into cold storage. This keeps your active workspace, your workshop, clean and focused. But okay, let's be real for a second. There is no such thing as a perfect system. And even an elegant method like Para can, if you're not careful, create its very own special brand of chaos. You know how it goes. If you have a really complex project, you might create a folder for it. Okay, makes sense. Then a subfolder. Then another subfolder for revisions. And another one for assets. And pretty soon, you're clicking through a maze that you built yourself, and you're right back where you started, completely lost. And what's so fascinating is that this isn't just a human problem. Developers know this. A computer file system's performance can actually slow down and degrade if it has too many nested folders or too many files in one place. Our mental clutter has a direct parallel in the machine's technical performance.
Come on, we've all seen this, right? Or worse, we've created it. This right here is the exact moment a logical, well-intentioned system just descends into pure madness. It's a digital breadcrumb trail that leads directly to a headache.
And look, this complexity has a real-world cost. When Google changed its file storage rules in Android 11, developers found that basic file operations became up to 6 times slower. The complexity was literally bogging down the entire phone.
And all of this leads us to our final, and honestly, our most important takeaway. The solution is not about downloading yet another app. It's about changing your entire mindset.
We have to stop searching for the perfect tool and start acting like engineers of our own lives. Your goal is not to have a perfectly organized, digitally pristine set of folders. Who cares about that? The real goal is mental peace. It's about creating a simple, forgiving system that makes your quote-unquote smart device actually work for your brain, not against it.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Take a hard look at your own digital world. Your desktop, your phone, your cloud storage. Is that system built to serve the machine's cold logic, or is it truly designed to serve you? The answer? Well, it might just change everything.